Hi guys, welcome to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are going to build a Christmas movie house. You know, the typical Hallmark Christmas movie. A serious businesswoman from the city has to go to the small town and meets, another guy who is usually a widower but has a kid, and then they fall in love and stay there over Christmas, and Christmas in the end is restored, and it's a beautiful, lovey-dovey thing, and you have seen them, I think, all. Have you seen one? You have seen all. Anyways, I wanted to do that kind of house because I asked around in my Discord what kind of build I have to do, and Emma wanted to have kind of like a fixer-upper Christmas thing, and I was like, okay, Emma, you can get that. That's no problem. I actually like the idea. It will be a family house, so this is something that is a little bit more atypical. But since I am, in the I was in the Christmas mood. Today I'm not so much, but I hope this won't affect my voiceover today. So anyways, I started to look for rural American farmhouses, and I found templates for this online, so I'll show them here in the video. And yeah, I basically went by that because I wanted to go for, typical family house, suburb, farmhouse, something like that. Because even here in Germany, I don't even know if you have like normal Christmas movies in Germany. Is there a German Christmas movie? I can't remember. Maybe the Germans write that down in the comments, because I can't remember that there's like a typical German movie. Is there? Probably not good ones. Anyways. So we go with, of course, the American theme here, because that's what we get bombarded. Basically, I wanted this to be a typical family home. We have 3 stories, basically 2 stories, and then I also wanted you to be able to use the attic, which makes this a really, really big house. It will have 6 bedrooms and I think 4 or 5 bathrooms. A lot. It's very cool to play in it, and I wanted this to over decorate everything on the inside, because in these movies everything is like decorated, even stuff where you wouldn't even normally a human has ever gone before. Like, I always want to say this, that sometimes it's kind of like gravity defying where people put their Christmas ornaments there, especially in these movies, and I wanted to do this as well. So if you have the seasons expansion packs, there are tons of festivity decorations. One of them is called is it Winterfest or something? I think they called it Winterfest to not call it Christmas in the game. Anyways, these are kind of like these typical Christmassy decorations, and we are going to use a lot of them here. And usually the setup is, the house itself is kind of like, it was easy to build in my opinion. Maybe it's a little bit fiddly to make the attic work, because usually the roofs are in the way. But yeah, I managed to build around the attic, so to speak, with the roofs. And then outside there will be a lit up Christmas tree, but not so decorated, because I kind of wanted this to blend a little bit more into the landscape of Brunnoten Bay that I chose here, which is the Cats and Dogs expansion pack world. And I just thought, okay, there are like these 2 farmhouse areas that really look beautiful. And also there's like this little town on the side, this town center. And it kind of looks like in these movies. I was like, okay, this is perfect. We're going to use that. This is what we're going to do. And of course, there's a little parking space for a pickup truck. Something that's also very American in my opinion. So yeah, there we go. How rural is that? So as you could see, I kind of painted this red and white before, but it was a little bit overkill for Christmas in my opinion. Like, yeah, it kind of looks like barn, but has like this farmhouse look. We're just gonna go with white. And then maybe when it snows later, if you have the seasons pack, this is like minimal snowy. I don't know how to explain this, but there are really snowstorms, and then it will look really, really cool, like totally decked out in white. It kind of looks like in a snow globe kind of situation. I really, really like this. And I thought this is also totally buildable with base game, but of course I used all of the download DLCs, things, expansion packs and whatnot that I have, which is all of them. So yeah, feel free to download this and put in your game. Probably the game, if you have not the pack for the object, it will substitute with other things. But yeah, I kind of wanted to see how cozy I can make this, but also we're gonna mix lots and lots of styles together. Usually I always want to go with like one certain like over decorated image of like a interior design and architecture magazines and whatnot. This time it was this typical American family house that has tons of, it's not the interior design that I would go for, but it is, something is colonial. Then you have like a kind of more modern armchairs, stuff like that. The interior has, it's a lot. I will not show you the bathrooms, but there are lots of bathrooms because I always skip them. Guess what's in them? It's a toilet, it's a sink, sometimes it's a shower, and sometimes it's a bathtub. So I usually skip those. But yeah, at the end there will be a video tour so you can see everything way better. Then I can describe what I was actually thinking while doing this. But yeah, basically we go with lots of wooden textures because I just think it looks more cozy. But I didn't want to shy away of like a little bit of modern touches sometimes, because this is a house where like multiple generations probably already lived in or are still living in, of course. And I also wanted to, use this occasion or this build to kind of look at the stuff that we have. And like usually, of course, Sims is more of like a family kind of gameplay, kind of thing. I usually tend to change that up sometimes with my builds. Yeah, I just wanted to see what you could put in like a normal kind of family house. At least this is something how I have seen them in these horrible Christmas movies. Sorry, I have to say them. They are. But yeah, they are nice to have in the background. And I also read a little bit about these Christmas movies. So Hallmark Christmas movies take up to 2 weeks only to be, filmed. Filming is only 2 weeks. Just as like a little comparison, it I think sparked the reality TV show where I was in. That one was also 2 weeks. So I have no idea, but they have to, it's kind of like industrialized already. And there's like lots and lots of movies they have to poop out every year. I mean, that's just insane how quick they are. Anyways, you could already see we have a living room, and now we go to a small little office because I always like when Sims have a computer, If you have a contemporary kind of builds, I usually tend to put lots of computers everywhere because Sims can do so much on them. They can work from them, they can write on them, they can use the programs skills, they can buy stuff, just so much stuff. And they are useful. So there are lots of kind of like laptops lying around in the office. Of course, there is lots of bookcases if you want to skill up through books. The kitchen is really, really big because it's also something that I've noticed. They have like beautiful big kitchens. And this is something that I, in Germany, usually don't have that big kitchens. At least just general, like the houses are way smaller apparently. But yeah, here we have even like a big kitchen island. I wanted to have this communal space so it is open to the dining room. That will have like this huge festive looking table for the Christmas dinner or something. I don't know. I have to admit that my Christmas experience usually is here in Spain, and I'm visiting my parents, and it's in Spain, so we never have snow, we never have a real tree. And my parents have a very modernish looking house. Everything is like this chrome white, lots of white marble floor, white couch. Everything is white. Kitchen is white, over stylized and white. And it doesn't have this cozy feeling. So I kind of wanted to at least recreate that for my Sims because I never experienced a cozy Christmas ever in my life. And maybe, it's good, but like over all the time, oh geez. It's a little bit too much for my taste, but definitely for, to have this Christmas spirit, I thought this is maybe something that kind of is cool. I experimented a little bit with, as you can see, with platforms and having like spandrels as like separation from the kitchen to the dining room, for example. I used lots of reds because for me red is just like this typical Christmas color. I would never use it in my own I think no. Do I even have something in red ever? I had a kind of reddish teenage room. Yeah, I can remember that. Oh, yeah. I think I even built that one in like one of my first videos ever or something. But yeah, that was that was funny. But yeah, basically I put lots and lots of these decorations around the windows, and there are garlands everywhere. And then I also experimented with, in my opinion, hideous wallpapers, but I just thought it has this plaid, kind of lots of plaid, you know, all of the objects from seasons sometimes have plaid as like their default texture pattern for textiles. So we go with funky wallpapers sometimes as well to make this, exaggerate this a little bit more even. I just thought, yeah, why not? So I also go with different colors and stuff like that. I think it looks super cozy, and I've also play tested this with lots of Sims. It's working fine. They can reach all of their beds. They can go to the toilet and cook and stuff like that. All of that they can do. I definitely wanted to have 2 teenage rooms, or like kids' rooms, so to speak, and I kind of wanted them to clash a little bit. So we go with very soft pastel colors on this one here, which is like the teenage girl room, maybe. I mean, could be for a boy, of course, as well. But since Emma suggested this build, and I know Emma loves all the pink, all the unicorn, all the glitter girly stuff. And I kind of wanted this to be, since it's not a fixer-upper, as she suggested, I wanted to give her like a teenage room. And I think it looks really cute. Like, I love the whole setup here. Like, I would have loved this as a teen. But yeah, the colors, I think I would have switched a little bit. But it was really, really cool to use the pastel pop stuff sometimes, because they kind of have these very exaggerated patterns and huge patterns from the 60s and stuff like that. But I really love the whole eclectic clutter thing that's going on here. It kind of feels really like a teenage girl room more than like a master bedroom for Barbie. So that was fun to also like figure out what to put everywhere. But of course we have a little hangout spot. We have a speaker and stuff like that. A big mirror, of course, for dressing up, maybe something doll-like, you know. I really like it. It looks really cute. And it kind of mixes with this also, again, hideous wallpaper. But I like the wooden paneling of that one. So that is a nice wallpaper for the paneling, but I don't like the wallpaper behind the paneling, so to speak. But I wanted to use that at least once in my life in the Sims game. And then next to it is the boys' bedroom, or like the sporty child's bedroom. And here I wanted to go with, we don't know yet if it's like teen or if it's still a child kind of thing. So I wanted to have a little bit more toys lying around. But I also wanted to have the whole streaming setup. I want to play Fortnite kind of thing. But we have the more childish wallpaper, because yeah, why not? And also there's lots and lots of stuff flying around. Like, it's way more messy. Someone who would probably not care if any of the furniture fits together and stuff like that. I kind of felt that the child or teenager living in the pink bedroom is kind of more, I want to have it nice here, and kind of watches more interior design stuff, and I don't know, like kind of does DIYs and stuff, you know, to kind of make it look better. Definitely that was me as a teenager when I was like a teenager. I definitely painted like my closets and dressers and stuff like that, and kind of made everything match, and, you know, kind of cared more about how my room looked like. And then in the attic, we have 2 more bedrooms, which is maybe for the grandparents or something like that. I definitely chose a little bit more interesting styles of stuff. Definitely is not something where I was like, okay, I'm going to decorate with stuff that I personally like. I really want to try to make it look like a guest room maybe, or someone who is definitely over 50 and American. So yeah, I was really watching lots of these Christmas movie and just didn't look at the story, because we all know the stories, and looked at the interior design of these houses, and this is what I came up with. And I kind of realized by building this that lots of these stuff is like apparently super American, because we have lots and lots of these heating, like some armchairs and some beddings and stuff, where I was like, who uses that? That's apparently super American. Like, it made me realize that this is like the American, yeah, just some pattern. I can't explain it. It's the vibe, you know. So yeah, it's this is the build, guys. I really hope that you like this. This is my Christmas build for the Christmas time. If you want to replay some of your most favorite Christmas movies, here you can do this. So it is a huge family house. You can use this as a fixer-upper, maybe kind of make it more modern. But you can also play your typical Christmas family chaos movie. Oh my god, there's so much chaos and we don't know as a family if we can even make it till Christmas, blah, blah, blah. Or you can do the typical businesswoman meets lumberjack guy, blah, blah, blah. You know, these kinds of movies. So anyways, I really, really hope that you like this, guys. I will put the download link in the video description down below as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Enjoy the video tour now, and I will see you soon. Bye bye!